Hey guys, Amelia did here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys liked the last video. I know I gave you some juices, definitely for my ladies. But today I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, okay? I'm gonna make this video for the fellas, ladies listening too, because y'all need to listen to it too. But this one is directed to the fellas, okay? And I know you stressed out because you just want to know why she not committing to me. We got this beautiful bond. We are, match made in heaven. The chemistry is there. The love is there. But she keep running. You know what I mean? She taking flight. Okay? You chasing and it's like, baby girl, what else you need me to do? Okay? So, understand, fellas. Okay? She been hurt by many fellas. And so, get your tea too, because it's about to get hot. Okay? It's about to get real toasty up in here. So this is for like maybe the men that's ready to settle down and get serious and get down to business. You done played around. This probably your karma because you done played around. But you done played around and now you finally ran into the woman of your dreams. Okay? She is every and anything you could ever imagine. Smart, beautiful, you know what I mean? But every time, you ready to get serious, she running. You know what I mean? Like she giving you the run around. She like, I'm not ready, or she just like, I don't know about this. Or like she kind of turning you down, but still putting it down. You know what I mean? Like, baby girl, which one is it? She's sending you mixed signals, but the signals you reading is the ones you ready to run with, but she just like, sorry, fella, sorry, buddy. Nope. So, if you feel like, I can relate to you right now, come on in. Come on, have a seat. Come on, get comfortable. Because there's layers to this woman, okay? This woman that is shutting you down more than likely, okay? I'm not saying every woman, okay? But more than likely, she has been hurt, okay? She has been hurt multiple times, okay? She has given her all and now she has no hope, okay? She was me at a point, you know what I mean? Like, if you read my book, you'd be like, guys, like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? But you just gotta understand that if your woman is hurt and she's shared with you that there's some things that is in her way, you gotta explain to her like, it's gonna be all right. Like, I know that these people don't hurt you, but I'm not one of those people. So, she just gotta feel comfortable. And it is gonna be a little bit difficult depending on how severe it is. Like, I don't know how bad someone broke her heart, but she has a broken heart and you're coming in trying to give her love and tell her like, I'm not one of those guys. But you gotta understand that she don't understand you. Like, your love that you're expressing to her is not speaking her language right now, because the love that she used to hurts. So the fact that you're not hurting her, it's like, Dad, pasó. Like, you're not really getting through to her. Like, it may seem like, really, you know what I mean? But seriously, when someone has been seriously hurt and didn't get some serious healing, therapy, coaching, then more than likely, you aiming too high. You know what I mean? Like, the love you have is too strong. The love you're giving is overwhelming. The love that you giving her is scaring her away, because when she did love and when she did trust, someone broke that trust. Someone broke that woman down. And now she has this wall that is like, no one's getting in. You know what I mean? Like, she is protecting herself because she knows what it feels like to be heartbroken. So she knows, if I give you my heart, you can break it and you can hurt me, and I'm not giving you that power. I got my power back, and well, she thinks she got it back. She got some of it back, but she got it back, and she's not trying to be vulnerable. She's not trying to do that right now. You know what I mean? Like, she's not healed yet. So when a woman isn't healed and trying to move on, she really is trying her best. But if you're not speaking to the right people, and you're not getting the right advice, and you're not letting things out because you don't trust nobody, it gets scary. And I'm sure you may have maybe even seen her break down. Like, she's broken, she's hurting, she's devastated because she don't understand why these, men did what they did to her, and she was nothing but loving, nothing but caring, nothing but beautiful inside and out. So to be beautiful inside and out, if someone treats you other than that, it's just like a stomp. It's a stomp in the face. It's a kick in the face. So right now she has been, that's like getting hit with a dodgeball, boom, and you got hit hard, you knocked down, and you don't go get an ice pack. If you just think you're going to look through that headache, honey, you're going to get a lump. So right now, she lump. You just can't see them. Okay? But the ice packs are the therapy, and she just got lumps everywhere. Get her ice pack. And you can't just say, hey, babe, you need therapy. You know what I mean? Nah. You can start by maybe sending her one of the videos, depending on how she is. But if she's very, timid and standoffish, you gotta ease up, bruh. You pushing her further away, because again, hurt got her to this point. So, the love you give her, it's to her, it means hurt. So you're pushing her more away. Am I making sense? A little bit. Let me break it to you. Let me break it to you like this. You gotta, first of all, if she ain't open up to you about anything, like say it's her parents, or say it's, just friends and things like that, you need to come to her with a breakdown. Like, for instance, hey, I'm gonna use an example so that you could understand me a little better. All right, for instance, say her mom really, really neglected her. You know what I mean? Like, she really, really got trust issues, got abandonment issues. I'm gonna say her dad rather than her mom, because men is the one that hurt her, so men is the one she don't trust. So say it was her father that left her, or wasn't there, or anything like that, and he just left her to fly without any father figure like qualities. You need to come to her and just explain the topic of abandonment. Okay, just start with abandonment. Like, hey, there's been a lot of people that have been abandoned, but after they spoke to this person, look at their life. You know what I mean? Like, she has to see some result. And if she's not going to see no result, then she not really going to really go for it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that have found love. I mean, you probably got to do some research, but there's a lot of people that have healed, even if they didn't find love, but they healed, and they came to a better place after being hurt by their fathers or parents or anything like that. Then she could see that there's hope for her. She needs to see that there's hope for her. For me, I had abandonment issues. I would say mainly from my mother. I don't know, they were both gone. But how I was able to like survive and love myself and give men another try, I had to speak to a therapist, one, and I had to come to an understanding in my mind that these people that hurt me, it's really not their fault. Point blank, period. I mean, even if it is their fault, I feel better knowing, like, well, based on the statistics and the, the history, it's not their fault. Like their upbringing didn't guide them enough to understand, what's need to be understand. They didn't love themselves. So not loving yourself is a really, really dangerous game. Okay? I know. And I feel so much better loving myself on a whole nother level and coaching women, coaching men too, just so that you can have some understanding. Okay? Once you have an understanding, then you can like go to the next step. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to do step 4 before you do step 5. Right now, you're doing step 4, you showing her love, but she's still on step 1. She's still hurting. She still didn't let things go. She still don't fully love herself. She's still a little scattered. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to just be very sensitive and mindful that these heartbreaks and toxic relationships can cause minor mental issues. So I know people like to be in denial or, feel like it can't be them. But when you in something, you can't see outside of it. All you see and know is hurt. That's all you see and that's all you know. Like, that's like, you ever give a baby ice cream for the first time? They taste buds start, wilding out of control. Like, I never had this before. Think about something you never had before. Like, I never had this before. So, how a baby's not going to know what that ice cream tastes like until they taste it. Am I making sense? Okay? If the baby never gets the ice cream, they're not looking for that. They don't see that. They're not asking for that. They don't want it. So the love is what you're trying to give them, but they never had it. And when they finally love themselves first, then they start to love you, then the feeling is just ongoing from there. So let me try to use a little better scenario. That one I didn't even think about that. I just be talking off the dome. This is just straight from the heart. But understand that if this woman comes from a broken home, she never seen anything work out. Like she never seen a successful marriage. She never seen a successful relationship. So how do you think she knows? She doesn't know what it looks like. So she doesn't have any hope. Like she thinking negative about it, because who won't if that's all you see and that's all you know? But that's why you gotta have therapy. Because when you go through therapy or when you go through coaching and you heal, your mind starts to hit places that it's never hit before. Your happiness becomes excluded. The fear that you had leaves. So it's gonna be a tough road. Okay, it's already been a tough road. You done tried everything in the book, but yet she's still like, I'm scared. She's telling you, I never seen this before, and if I did see some form of it, I know how it ends. So I'm gonna just keep my soul asleep. Okay? Now what that means is, once a woman becomes damaged and hurt and broken, she says to herself, I'm never going to be hurt again. I'm never going to love again. I'm never going to trust no man again. I'm never going to do anything that the soul needs to do. I'm going to just have some buddies, you know what I mean? And maybe one that I get close with, but I'm not going to take it from there until I'm ready. And she doesn't know that she may never be ready if she never does the footwork. And so what you're seeing is little parts of her soul that she can't control. And that's what you're falling in love with. You're falling in love with her, but the rest of her, she put to sleep. My making sense? She's telling her soul, like, go on back inside. Go on back in. We know what happens when you come out. Stay on in the house. Where you going? Nope. I didn't call you. That's think of it like this. Think of her soul like, you know when I don't know, when we was growing up, there was times where our parents would say, stay in the room. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't call you, stay in the room. Same thing. She's the mother and her soul is the child, and she's telling her soul, go back in the room until I call you. And the soul is like, oh, okay, you say so. And goes back in the room. And until she calls that soul out, or until you call that soul out the right way, not gonna come out the room. Try a little bit, run out. Oh, you know how kids be like, oh, I was getting my toy. I gotta use the bathroom. You know, so every time a soul gotta use the bathroom, that's when you see it. That's when you see it. And that's when she tells it in her mind, go, get back in the room. Get back in the room. So it's ugly. Okay? But if she actually sees you as, you know, someone she's closest to, even though she's still shutting you out a little bit, you might be the only one that could wake her up. So you could be the one to save her soul. That's what that means. Save her soul, save her. Because anybody else, she's not really trusting, she's not really looking at. But she has some type of trust in you. So if you reach out your hand, she's more than likely to grab it. You get what I'm saying? If you reach out and really solely show her, like, I'm not them. We could take it as slow as you need me to take it. I'll go with you to therapy, even if I sit outside every day. Like, you need to be, oh, my battery said low. I'm like, oh, all right. I still got 15%. You need to just, you got to start doing more footwork. Less love. Give her some tough love, because tough love is what she knows, is what she'll respond to. Like, you'll get more of a response if you ignore her. But if you keep saying, hey, she's just looking at you like, hey, you know, hey, like, what do you want? Like, I said I'm done. But if you give her the zip, you're going to get a better response. Don't believe me? Try. There's two is a couple ways you could go about starting this, because this is going to be a trial thing, because I don't know the exact state of your woman, you know what I mean? But once I can hear the story, then I could be able to direct more, you know, precisely. But I'm gonna just be broad, only because I don't know how many different situations I have tuning in. So say she's the one that just goes distance for about a couple days and then comes back, and then she always keeps coming back. You know, y'all have a good time. She leaves. You know, she's just like, she's there, but she keep calling her soul back. That's what she's doing. Go back in the room. She keep pulling her soul back in the room. So every time she puts her soul back in the room, she disappears. But when he comes out to go use the bathroom, that's your chance to be present. So say y'all, you know, tossing salads or whatever y'all do, and you need to, I would say, cut it all out. You know, like, don't even play those type of games anymore. If she comes and she wants you to dip your nugget, chicken nugget, into her sweet and sour sauce, because first she's sweet, then she's sour, then you need to, when she comes, this is where you have to be strong. And you have to just let her know straightforward, I'm not a piece of meat. Whenever you ready to call, I'm ready for a woman in my life. Okay? those words precisely. Don't go changing up the words because then you change up the meaning. So rewind it so you can hear it one more time. Just let her know when she comes for the nugget, the chicken nugget. You know, let her know I'm not a piece of meat for you to keep coming to every time you want. I am looking for a woman in my life, and if that is not you, then I think we done. And close the door or leave or exit left, whatever you do, leave her right there with that thought. Don't go back and forth with her, okay? If she starts to say stuff like, no, whatever, if she wants to talk about it, right then in that moment she gets like bottled up, say, listen, you know I care about you, but I really gotta go to this meeting and we're gonna have to talk about this later. You know my mother's been bugging me, and if I don't get there today, right now, I'm doomed. So I promise you, you know I care about you. I'm gonna talk to you later. And you need to part. After you break that sentence with her, you need to find a way to part. Because once you part, it gives her time. You gotta let it sink in. You gotta let it hit her soul. If you just tell her, and then you start talking to her right there, it's not hitting her soul. It's just rumbling through her head and she's confused. So after you break it down to her like that, if it don't sink to her soul that she told to go back in the room, it's not gonna work. Okay? Trust me. Okay? So once she goes and she in her soul, she in her feelings or whatever, I would, if she's bugging you all night, she want to talk tonight. But if she leaves you alone and she gives you a day, try to talk the next day. It gives you guys both time to just breathe. Tomorrow's always going to come, no matter what. So tomorrow will be better. And then it gives her time to just, it really touches her soul. And then when she comes to you with what she comes to you with, if she's not saying, you're right, let's work on some things. If she's not being acceptive, I don't know. If she's not being acceptive, that's not your wife. It's time for you to move on. If she is being acceptive, then that's good. Now you made it to stage 0. Now you got to get to stage 1. And stage 1 is, again, like I was saying, try to get her to some therapy. Try to figure out the root of the pain. The pain that she's feeling is blocking the love that needs to come through. It's blocking blessings. So once she could get through that little bit of pain, and y'all sit through one therapy session, one coaching session, just to start it off, then you flow from there. And if you need 2, do 2. Watch one of these videos every day. They free. But you got to understand that buildup of pain has to be healed. That's like a perfect example of someone with so much pain that's like that didn't get therapy. You ever like a kid trip and fall, right? Trip and fall, they scrape their knee, they crying. My leg. They all go crazy. You just like, oh, come here, babe. Boom, you put a Band-Aid on it. Now you just put a Band-Aid on it. You didn't clean it out. You didn't put no peroxide. So when you check on that cut, a few days later, it's still bleeding. It's all over the place. It's starting to get pussy. It's starting to get, you know what I mean? It's starting to get worse. Because all you did was put a Band-Aid on it. She just fell in the dirt. Who knows what been through that dirt? That dirt is now getting through her system. You need to clean it out. Women are over here just putting Band-Aids on top of their wounds. Men too. Y'all just putting Band-Aids on top of wounds. What do you think is going to happen? It's imperative. Again, I don't know if that's the right word, but I like it. Okay? It's obvious that if you cut your leg and you don't put some peroxide, some alcohol, you don't clean it out, it will get infected. So this woman that has been through the pain, through the hurt, and just maybe drunk some drinks and smoked some marijuana, it's not healing it. That is not the right. That's like pouring juice on top of the cut. You need peroxide. If you don't disinfect it, it's not going to heal. Let that one sink in, baby. I got my tea. Okay. Whew. Now understand, this is definitely a lot to digest. Like, hearing the truth hurts, but as we know, truth heals. So having her understand that it's time to face your problems, it's not going to be a skip in the park. Okay, it's going to be a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. But by the time you get off the ride, whew, yeah, you're going to be good. You're going to be alive. I don't know about y'all, but I'm scared as ever of a roller coaster. Do not get me on. I want to go to the baby part. Okay, but for some people, y'all like roller coasters. So I've always got those 1 or 2 people that talk me on getting on a ride. And the whole time we get on the ride, I'm like, Lord Jesus, get me through this. If I get through this, I promise I'm clean up after myself right away. Lord, please, I just be praying. I be praying. You need prayer. So I get on that ride. Oh, and that ride take off. I'm not even ready. Okay? I'm holding on. My eyes is closed. I'm peeking, but I'm not ready. When the ride take off, I go flying. And the whole time, then it slow down. I'm like, all right, then I'm not ready. Then it take off. Woo! Then I'm, understand me? You're going up and down and up, down. Now I'm crying. Now I'm smiling. Now I'm crying. Woo! And about 5 minutes later, because this could be about 5 weeks to 5 months. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take more than 5 months. I don't know. But anyway, you're on the roller coaster. And finally, you get into the station. You look at yourself. Make sure your wig is still on. And you like, I made it. You like, thank you, Lord Jesus. I know I said I would do what I do. So I'm going to make sure I do what I do. And you do exactly what you said you was going to do because you made it alive. Okay? You survived. And not only did you survive, you came back better than ever, baby. So understand, it's going to be a roller coaster. Y'all going to be shaking and moving and grooving, booming and booming. Okay? But unlike a roller coaster, it's worth the ride. Well, for some people, for me, I'm just like, nope, I ain't getting on no roller coasters. But for some people, they was like, whoo, I could go again. You know what I mean? You feel so good, you want to go a second time. And if you want to be without like roller coasters, it's going to feel good at the end. You're going to be feeling shaken up and ready to go. And whoo, I'm refreshed, ready to start my new life. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to be positive. I'm ready to book a session. I'm ready to get back on things that I was missing out on. There's so much things that we miss out on because we so hurt and broken that we just do the same pattern every single day. And by the time you look, it's been 5 years. You done been running the same game for 5 years. You ain't even grow. You just stood right here for 5 years. You got a little bit, then you came back down. You just did this. Eventually it's gonna go. There's people that is going through this every day because they don't want to fix things. They just want to pour Kool-Aid on it and then put the Band-Aid on it and watch it get infected. There's a lot of infections running around here, okay? Don't be one of them. It's bad enough we can't control corona, but we can control our actions. We could control our choices. Okay? And if you feel like, all right, that's way too much for this woman, and you want to move on, hey, your choice. But don't think you're about to run into something much better. Because in 2020, the calls I get, the things I see, it might not get better than that. That might be something that y'all have to build through and go through. That's what they mean by go through things together. This is going to make you stronger. Don't run. It's certain things you run from, but if she a little hurt, don't run. She needs you, bruh. She do. That's why she's still there. Because she finally found someone with some sense. And doing the right thing is always best. You guys will be so blessed from there. Y'all gonna build so strong from there. It's gonna be so unbelievable that you might send me a thank you note every week. I'm gonna be like, all right, you're welcome. I'm doing the Lord's work. I thank him. So, fellas, I'm not gonna go too long in here. I know y'all, attention span. Not trying to come at y'all, but y'all be a girl work by with a booty. You be like, huh? Yeah, cookies. Like what? Anyway, so understand, fellas. Step 1, then step 2, then step 3, and then the rest is history. Ooh, write that down. So yes, step 1, rewind it so you remember what I said. But once her soul is present for that little few minutes, get those words out, and then give some distance. Just if she's texting all out of control, just turn your phone on silent, because you gotta let it sink to her soul. Okay? If you sit and argue with her back and forth, you're not talking to her. You're talking to the hurt. You don't want to talk to the hurt. You've been talking to the hurt. It's getting you nowhere. You want to talk to the heart. You want to talk deeper. So in order for you to get deeper, you gotta let the pain respond first. Let it sink in. Let them words hit her, because she's going to be thinking about the words over and over. He needs a woman. I am a woman. I am a woman. You are a hurt woman. Okay? Don't say that part. That's rude. But, be gentle. Okay? Be a little easy. It's like it's a really bad cut, when you cut yourself in this deep, you like, whoo, whoo. So you start touching it really slow. That's how slow you gotta go. Depending on how deep her cut is how sensitive you need to be. It's time to show that sensitive side. Okay? I know it's in there. That's why you're here. It's good that you're here, okay? All right, fellas. If you know someone struggling with this, just shoot them this video. Come on. So we could go to some weddings. Don't you want to have a wedding? Wedding cake? I do. Invite me. I'll be there. I'll be in the back. Just happy. Y'all made it, And then you want a successful marriage. You don't want to just marriage, you know what I mean? You want to not be a statistic, and I'm rooting for you. Okay? I'm here for you if you need me. All right? If you made it this far, be blessed. Okay? Drop a bomb in the comments, whatever you want to do. And spread some love, guys. And I'll see you in my next video.